me tiene sorprendida, muy feliz.
My daughter has impressed me. She has learned so much. Today I feel so blessed and thankful for the people that have helped us. We as parents from Puerto Morazan are so thankful, and we have learned how to protect this project so far.
Hasta ahora.
Since 1980, Bristol Link with Nicaragua has raised funds so kids can have access to education in rural communities.
There are many things that the government doesn't cover to improve education in rural communities. And because of the support we receive, we have gained so much knowledge with experts sent from the UK, so we can be better teachers and help these kids have better education in our country.
Una educación de calidad en nuestro país.
Quite a few people here had already been working on human rights issues, social justice issues around Central America anyway, talking about Guatemala, Salvador, and Nicaragua, and a few of us thought it would be a good idea to actually set up a link, a twinning, a concrete example.
In the Pacific coast of Nicaragua, 5 out of 10 children between 3 to 6 years old don't go to preschool, while in the Atlantic coast it's even worse, with 3 out of 10. In 2017, the government invested 10.3 Cordobas per child on a daily basis, which equals 26 pence. Some teachers have even come to England to receive training in the Montessori method, like Ana Julia, a primary school teacher who now practices this method in her class.
It has had such a huge impact on people here because they have seen the change in their children. Previously, this teaching method didn't exist in Puerto Morazan, so they have seen that this training we have learned from Bristol has changed the way we now teach. So the kids have improved their behavior and learning process.
With schools like this one built thanks to BLINC, we wanted to know what the government is doing on their end to overcome this failure in education.
In some cases, we as the Department of Education had only small huts or gazebos, places that aren't suitable to be classrooms. So through the link with Bristol, we've been able to provide that and build a classroom environment with all the materials suitable for teachers and students.
With so many children unable to access education, Bristol Link with Nicaragua aims to turn that around in different parts of the country. So we left Puerto Morazan, a small town in Chinandega, and went to another city in Nicaragua facing the same obstacles.
In the rural communities in Nicaragua, we have what we call community preschool. That means someone from the area is willing to teach these children. They work without infrastructure, without educational materials, and without a salary.
Thanks to the help from BLINC and other links in the UK, they also created a mobile library to promote reading habits and reach kids that don't have classrooms in their communities.
This year, thanks to the football tournament Copa Sandino in Bristol, we have raised funds to build a new classroom in a rural area where there isn't any type of buildings for schools nor hospitals.
There is another issue. There are too many teachers without salaries, making it even harder to provide a quality education.
To be honest, these preschools are so important, especially to me and my community, because we have so many teachers without jobs, and it's so sad to see how some of them have 7 or 10 years teaching experience, and the government hasn't given them a proper job.
To help overpopulated classrooms, there are some students from Bristol coming to do volunteer work, like Khalees Powell, a languages student from the University of Bristol.
It's really our duty to go to other countries and help them out because we've taken so much from the world. We need to give it back to help the people who need the help without destroying what they already have. It would be really easy for some to come to a country like Nicaragua and then destroy the culture and the history of the country by implementing all of the teaching methods and everything from the UK. But with BLINC, I don't feel like it's doing that, and I feel like it's embracing the heritage of the country that it's supporting, but also helping to fund it and let them use the money and resources in the way that they feel is necessary.
In Granada, a tourist hotspot known for human trafficking and prostitution, the funding is used to keep girls out of the streets.
The aim is really to keep them in school as long as possible, because eventually they will grow up and have families, and the longer they're in school and within education, the better it is for those families in the future. Nicaragua is the second poorest country in the hemisphere after Haiti. There's still a high rate of pregnancy amongst teenagers and young teenagers in Nicaragua, and I think that's one of the messages that we put across through this program.
1 out of 10 teenage mothers continue their education after giving birth. Nicaragua is one of the Latin American countries with the highest pregnancy rates among 10 to 14-year-old girls. 8 out of 10 women sexually abused are under 13 years old. 9 out of 10 young women suffer sexual harassment in the streets of Nicaragua.
Some girls didn't want to play football because of the chauvinistic society we live in, where women are unable to play sports. I've promoted female football and worked with a motivated team focused on giving girls the opportunity to play. Nowadays, we have seen the change mostly in Granada, where the impact of the program has changed the mentality in a lot of people.
Since 2008, Soccer Without Borders serves girls ages 7 to 20 through a year-round program and league in the city of Granada.
My experience with the girls from Granada has been so positive. I get to see their development not only in sports, but in their personal lives as well. The project is not only about football, it's about how to give these girls a chance in education and a safe life out of the streets. It has an impact on them because everything they can't have at home, like love and fun, they have a space where they can be themselves.
A good example of this is Valeria, the youngest goalkeeper in the program, whose life has been changed thanks to this opportunity.
This has been so important for many of us because of all the benefits we receive, like scholarships and support. We come to play football because that's what we want, and some of us have improved so much. We even played against the Nicaraguan Women's Football Club, and that makes us proud. With more than 90% of the girls in the program receiving a scholarship due to Soccer Without Borders, this means the difference between the streets and a better education for girls like Natalia, a passionate soccer player. There are more opportunities for women to play football now, more than before. The Nicaraguan Women's Football Club came to watch us play, and some of us were chosen to join them. This project is not only sports, it's 50% football and 50% studies. To me, it's a vehicle so we as girls can move forward in life and succeed. As long as these types of social projects keep fighting for children in Nicaragua, there's still hope because the future of the country relies on them.
The children in this country are some of the most loving and friendly children I've ever met. They always have a lot of love to share.
Somos amables, somos cariñosos.
We're kind and lovable. We're very friendly. We don't care where you're from or what you have or what you don't have.
Que tienen o que no tienen. Simplemente somos así.
We're always willing to help and serve, especially those who need it.
Somos servidores.
Araré, araré, araré el aire y sembraré el viento, plantaré un sentimiento.
Arare, 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 el aire. Yo sé